Hi, my name is Justin. I'm with Swimming Pool Services in Waukesha, Wisconsin. I'm going to go over how to drain your pool water down, either for winterization or if it's overfilled, as in we had a lot of rain, or you forgot to turn the hose off when you were topping off the pool. This is very specific to how we build our pools. We use cartridge filters on all of our pool equipment pads. Therefore, in between the pump and the filter, we always put a three-way valve with the drain hose so that people can either drain to waste if they're vacuuming, or they can drop their pool water level when we request them to do that for closing the pools or if they're overfilled. I do want to make a very specific note on this that draining your pool water is very important, that you are knowledgeable in the area you live in, the time of year, and especially if you have groundwater. Draining your pool water for various different types of pools, whether they're vinyl liner, which is what we install, fiberglass, or concrete, it's incredibly important that you know your water table and or some of the consequences of draining your water certain times a year. Um, and the reason I mention that is because if you drain your pool water in a very high water table area, especially after heavy rains, you could float your liner, you could pop your in-ground fiberglass pool out of the ground, and or have other issues with concrete pools. So please make sure you consult your professional, pool service provider so that they can kind of give you some tips and evaluate the area, soil composition, where you live, and also time of year so you can strategically drop your water level if need be. There are a lot of pools that we close and winterize every year that we will not drain the pool water level below the jets because of floating and or groundwater problems. So make sure you consult with your professional pool provider wherever you live. All right, so again, draining your pool water is very specific to how your pool is built, what type of filtration system you have. Some filters have a drain or backwash feature on them. Since we do cartridge filters, we've chose to put a three-way valve with a waste line or a drain line in between the pump and the filter. For our systems, we usually have, we call them waste or drain as a sticker that we put on them. What you want to do when you're dropping your pool water level, or you're draining some water, is you come out here when the pump is on, make sure that everything's running, and then on top of this three-way valve, which this is a Pentair three-way valve, is the word off. Wherever this word off is facing is shutting off the pipe that it's facing. So for this system right now, the waistline is off because this off is right here. With the pump running, I'm going to turn this valve so that the word off is about 45 degrees this way. So I'm still running a little bit of water into the filter system, but I'm also going to start running water through the waistline. As I do that with the pump running, water will start shooting out through this hose, and then it drains out into the yard. Again, it's very important to make sure you know where you're draining your water and you know your water table, or if you have a groundwater problem, where your pool is located. And that's how you drain your pool water. Another tip, make sure you don't go to bed or leave the house when you're draining your pool water, or you could come back to an empty pool. When you're done, I'll just go back to the system here. I'll turn the off in this position. So now I've shut the waistline off again. Now we're just running straight into the filter, and that's how you drain your pool.